Hey folks, good morning. Jeff Calley, Personal Consulting Services, Addictions Counselor, Family Therapist. I just wanted to do a quick video. Haven't done one in a while. The first one was hugely successful with 9 views over the past 3 months. So I figured let's give it a shot and maybe we'll get 10. I wanted to talk to you about addiction today. There's so many different concepts and theories and thoughts about addiction, where addiction's origins come from. And for me, it's the absence of unconditional love. People need to connect with one another. People need to feel loved. There's not enough love in the world. That sounds like a song. Maybe it is. Anyway, there's not enough love in the world. There really isn't. And unfortunately, it gets perpetuated by people who don't know how to love themselves. And what happens is they become unavailable to their offspring. They become so self-consumed and self-centered and trying to get their needs met throughout their lifetime that they're unavailable for nurturing and being emotionally available to their children and their offspring. And this thing gets perpetuated decade after decade, generation after generation. So it really is about self-love, learning how to completely 100% accept yourself for who you are, love yourself unconditionally, and so that you have something to give. There's some direct, terrible origins of addiction, trauma, often inflicted by family members, whether it be verbally, emotionally, psychologically, physically, sexually, and loss. And, when you live in a situation where there's ongoing trauma from family members, which are the people you're supposed to trust, attach to, who are supposed to love you unconditionally, you learn to not love yourself as well. And as I said, it just perpetuates from generation to generation. Also in regards to loss, and a lot of times mental health and emotional health play a large part in the creation of addiction as well. And when someone has a mental health condition, it's a situation of loss. A loss of not feeling normal, a loss of not feeling like others, a loss of not feeling connected. But I'll tell you what I have found out over the years, and and working in the field now for about 25 years, is that everyone has loss. And almost everyone that I know has some form or has had some form of mental health issue in their lifetime. The loss is in the acting as if we don't. The loss is in the opportunity to be vulnerable, to be a human being, and to say, I had that too. I suffered with that as well. That's where we can connect with one another. There's this perception, there's this belief from people who struggle that the people successful in the world, the ones who have accomplished so much financially and materialistically, don't have mental health issues, and it's a fallacy. The fact of the matter is that everybody does. And we need to talk about it more. And that's going to be where the connection, the attachment, and the healing takes place, because it's when people feel different and they don't feel that unconditional love of being the same as others that the addiction is perpetuated. And I could go on and on and on and ramble about this for many, many, many hours. And perhaps I will, just not in this video. So I hope that this was helpful for someone. Addiction is such a terrible thing in our society today. It's really created and perpetuated by the lack of unconditional love, which comes in so many forms of detachment, neglect, trauma, mental health issues, and the list goes on. And that's why the biggest pandemic that we have, that we tend to not talk about, is this thing called alcoholism and addiction to substances and to many other behaviors, which takes us away from ourselves and perpetuates the ill of our society. So I'm really hoping that this was helpful. Feel free to like the video And maybe I will have more than 9 views for this one. Thanks, everybody. Have a great day. Bye.